WIDR Kalamazoo. Ride the WIDR wave. You are tuned into Kzoo Food. This is Kzoo Food on 89.1 WIDR FM. I'm Cully Cooper.
Oh, I'm Ryan Missiag.
Thank you so much. Today, I am riding
back.
the WIDR wave. It's hot out.
Ooh.
It's summertime. We're talking about that summertime treat, folks. It's ice cream.
Grab your board. Again, we are riding the WIDR wave this summer, folks. And we got a perfect episode for those beach goers out there who did grab their board, joining us on them soft, sandy shores.
If you got sand between your toes or your windows down, you are friends of us, my friend. Thank you so much for lending us your ears and your time.
And if you're out there on that beach, you're probably sweating, you're probably hot, and you got a nice ice cream cone in your hand.
Yeah, and ideally, it's nice. It's not melting just yet. And for me, I gotta say, my perfect situation is I got a cake.
Well, real quick, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about ice cream.
We're talking about ice cream. If it's not obvious,
we said
then
that. You gotta know that, folks. It's injected into your veins since you're a baby. People love this stuff.
I mean, we're kicking off the WIDR waves hot with the ice cream episode. We're bringing you like the taste in the zoo on what you need to know for some ice cream.
Lick it up, grab your scoop or your shovel or your tongue or however you're eating it. Grab your waffle or cake cones. Grab your bowls or spoons.
So you said your ideal setup, but what? Keep on going. What was that?
I gotta go waffle cone. I'm building it up. Waffle cone. Oh my god, dude. To me, like the most perfect situation ice cream wise. Like I could ask for anything better than maybe just like a classic chocolate
Chocolate on a waffle cone.
On a waffle cone.
Any toppings?
If it's on a waffle cone, like preferably there's just like thicker like layers of chocolate laden throughout the whole of it. There's
like melted chocolate, or is
it's
it
like a deluxe chocolate? Maybe there's like a wafer within the chocolate or something.
Oh, gotcha.
But that sounds to me pretty ideal.
Understood. Oh, that's hey, a waffle cone is, I mean, the best and worst thing about ice cream is there's so much variety, which we'll get into. I think this starts us off is the cone versus the bowl. How do you want
That's the first decision you have to make.
It's the building block. I don't want to say the building block, because it contains the ice cream.
How
are you containing this cream?
They're completely different genres. You know what I mean?
But not really.
What do you mean, dude?
Like, one would say a cone is a sort of bowl.
I would say that person is a liar with a snake tongue.
And why? Why would you say that?
Because you have to understand that the bowl is like, it's like an experience. What the bowl is doing is it's beckoning for toppings.
And but what's to say you can't put toppings on a cone?
Gravity.
I mean,
What?
sir, have you seen a cone? Have you seen the shape of a cone?
Yeah, but I want a thin nexus of like
you said waffle
a
cone.
sheet of sprinkles on my
I've had some
cone
waffle
ice cream.
cones that, I mean, man, some of the biggest waffle cones I've ever seen that are bigger than some of the some bowls that I've seen ice cream places.
I don't got the kind of capital to sustain that. You know,
you gotta get you some. You gotta get a nice cone, and then take a look at the bowl/cone debate.
Well, the thing is, like, I know I couldn't put M&Ms because, like, by putting M&Ms like toppings on like my cone, I'm just like chunking through a layer of toppings before I can get to the ice cream.
I mean, understood. I mean,
when you bowl it up, you're able to mix that stuff. You're making ice cream salad, essentially.
And I think that's the beauty in it, is the variety. Whether you want like this, it's like mashed mix of M&M's, cookie dough bits, Butterfinger, whatever.
Butterfinger Snuggle Mums.
Yeah. Or you want like the classic like cone and ice cream of just like the highest in quality and like capacity.
Whatever you're getting, it's probably good.
It is probably really good.
It's probably good.
No matter what.
Can I have a lick, honestly?
You can't mess it up.
No, I love that stuff.
Which,
oh my gosh.
But you said they are very different as like it's almost like a personality type.
Yeah.
Like you're either A or you're B. There's no in between.
Yeah,
you can't like sort of like one. You either have to like one or you have to like the other.
Right. Like when it comes to ice cream, like I do love all of them, but like if I'm going with what I want, it's not gonna be strawberry, it's not gonna be peaches and almond.
But there's the variety.
Oh, but it will be eventually.
It's just
there's a time and place, honestly.
There is definitely a time and place.
Oh my god, because now like peaches and almond sound
pecan,
good. Butter pecan is too good.
It's not the best all the time, but like sometimes it just.
I bet there's a ice cream place that does it right out there. They're like, you gotta try the butter pecan. What's so good about it? Oh, they salt roast them. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It's like then they bake it in the oven and then refreeze it after.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's
sure, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh wow. But Ryan.
Oh, yeah, what
you gotta tell me, man. I got my cone in my hand. What's I can't even see it. What do you got there, man?
So this is gonna make some people mad.
I'm already tense.
But my favorite type of ice cream, it will be the waffle cone.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm definitely just like fiending for ice cream, I'm out on the beach, I'm out on the streets. I see like, especially for those in the Michigan area, Kilwins up north. That's where I'd be getting some of that nice ice cream.
None of the things or thoughts or views expressed on 89.1 WIDR FM today are representative of 89.1 WIDR FM or Western Michigan University, just so we get that out of the way.
Preach it. And you should understand.
And you know this.
You know this, Bill. But it's a waffle cone, triple scoop, mint ice cream all the way.
Ooh, I love it.
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip.
Well, I mean, not mint. Yeah, I mean mint for sure, but definitely chocolate chip.
Have you ever had like Scout's Honor where it's got like the the thin mints in it?
Oh, I was gonna say maybe like something like that, or like sometimes like cookie dough mixed in with it. Like I do like cookie dough bits.
Cookie dough is so good. The way that the texture plays in there.
Yeah, but honestly, I just like keeping it simple with mint chocolate chip and a waffle cone.
Yeah.
And what makes the waffle cone so great, Cully? In your eyes, what makes it so great?
Can we say it at the same time?
I mean, our both opinions?
Yeah, like I'll go 3, 2, 1, and we'll say the one-word answer of why it's so good.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
And okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. The texture.
Crunch. Yeah.
The
crunch.
Yeah.
Bro, it adds that like. And like you can eat it with a bite of ice cream, or you could also just like have it separately, if that makes sense.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like obviously, like there's parts that like aren't mixed with ice, and then it sometimes gets soggy at some parts. Which like,
it gets a little soggy. It's like the way Captain Crunch gets soggy.
Depending on the quality of the waffle cone.
Oh, 100%. Depending on who's baking it and who's supplying it.
But like, oh man, it makes me want to go out and get one right now.
Get a little. Where would you be even? To be honest, I gotta. There's a scarcity of the locations.
Well, it hasn't been in season.
True.
I mean,
want the truck.
I haven't been thinking about going out and getting ice cream, and now's the time. Like, I'm excited, and
people get ice cream from home now, though. It's no longer at these parlor shops where these boys in cute hats have little little trays. But you gotta
and
understand.
They rollerblade it out to you or whatnot.
They rollerblade it out to you. No, but people getting their Briars, Triers, or Fryers from the stores now. They B&Js and then going home and chugging that down after watching Mandalorian season 2. You know what I mean?
It's still smack though. A pint of B&Js. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't picked some up.
Well, okay. B&J's, that's like a whole category. What do you usually go for when you go B&J's? Because the bodega across the street from my house. But yeah, like what?
There's a cannoli.
There's a cannoli one?
Cannoli's so good.
Is that like cream cheesy kind of?
It's like waffle cone, or it's like the cannoli like bits in there, with like that like chocolate like.
Pinwheels, little chocolate, little thingies.
Like thin chocolate, like thin shavings of chocolate, which are like don't melt, so it's like they're still a little crunchy too. And you get that like I don't even know. I haven't had it in so long.
Oh wow, yeah. Good. Cherry Garcia is my favorite for sure.
And that like, let's just get this out the way. What's your thoughts on Superman ice cream? Because I feel like people are
it's a Michigan thing. It's a Midwestern thing. Yeah. Well, okay, that's a great.
People are back and forth on Superman ice cream.
It's a great question. Personally, I don't like. It's not the flavor profile I want in my ice cream. It's like that sweet cream sort of flavor.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Like buttercream, is that what it is? I don't even know.
I'll eat it, and honestly, like I'll go back to it and enjoy it. To me, it's like there's things like that. It's like Kraft cheese, bro. It's like really good. Like it's good on burgers. You know what I mean? But
it's
like,
good for one thing and one thing only.
like just to try that and be like, yeah, that's what 6-year-old me was eating.
I feel like the stigma of it's a kid ice cream definitely carries it.
And
as
it's not
like,
a kid ice cream. It's a man ice cream.
It's Superman. It's not super kids. It's Superman.
Yeah.
I'm a man because I eat it.
Which is so true. But
Great source of calcium helps my bones.
yeah, blue is for
And
health.
if I eat 10 tubs a week, I get X-ray vision and I can shoot lasers at my eyes.
I bet. That's me begging for it as a kid.
I do like it, but at the same time, it's like very one-dimensional. Like I have to only you can't mix it with anything else because then you're like all right, like
the color alone like doesn't want you to mix it. Like the second you mix
the color alone doesn't make you want to eat it.
Primary colors when you mix 3 primary colors.
The most unnatural like colors for food or like anything you should ingest in your body. Bright blue, bright pink, and bright yellow. Yeah, the last 2 colors you'd ever want in your last 3 colors you ever want in your body, dude. And yeah, as 6-year-old, like, Superman, smacking the glass at the parlor.
I want that
Superman. And you get mad.
What about it's like it's not maybe not its cousin, but Blue Moon.
See, I mean that's like a third of it, right?
Yeah, you essentially took the blue part of it and you made that all
and then you
of it.
mixed it with like
maybe like,
isn't like cake batter ice cream as well as
I
like
think it's
I don't
undefined.
remember.
I literally think if you looked it up, it would probably just say it's like a sweet cream variety flavor that was like patented.
Yeah, but I mean, it definitely one-dimensional. It's hard to say. I'd hate to say like I like I like Blue Moon, but I don't like want it all the time.
But it's just, at the end of the day, it's like blue poop. Like you will poop blue.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I had one ice cream definitely like a little bit ago. Not a little bit. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, there's a little too graphic.
Sorry, folks.
There's a PSA though. You gotta know. You know. Hey. But that's why better
keep track of your digestive system.
Keep track of your digestive system. Keep track of what you're putting in your body.
Because it affects going in and coming out.
And that's on 89.1 WIDR FM.
Wednesdays at 2 for Kzoo Food.
Ooh, we're so happy to be here, folks. This summer, riding the WIDR wave with y'all.
Grab your board. Come on. Hey. Follow me. Oh, here's your Blue Hawaiian, sir.
Oh, thank you. Blue Hawaiian. What's that? What would that flavor be? Like Blue Hawaiian Punch, like
blue raspberry.
Which, blue raspberry.
What
ice
is
cream?
the flavor?
What do you feel about these fruit ice creams?
I mean,
it's hit or miss.
I mean, it's definitely like on the mood. If I want a cherry chocolate ice cream, which is that the Cherry Garcia?
Yeah, which you just reminded me. Traverse City Cherry is actually my favorite flavor of ice cream. Traverse City Cherry is the best, 100%, unequivocally.
Definitely good.
Like that. Talk about latent. That is latent with chocolate.
So, I know we were talking about cone versus bowl, and the big difference is being able to contain stuff versus really only having like a few opportunities to have like just cone and ice cream, basically.
Right. To me, the cone is the topping. It's adding everything I need from the topping.
Or the ice cream is a topping to the cone.
Yeah. You know, that's never been said before.
What came first, the ice cream or the cone?
Tune in next week to find out.
Yes. On the cone episode.
Yeah, on the cone. Snow cone episode.
But what your thoughts on bowls? Like, would you ever get ice cream in a bowl?
Oh, 100%. But to me, it's like, I hope there's a brownie in that thing too, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's like to me.
And then it needs to have toppings.
And it needs to also have toppings, and it also needs to come with a bowl of gold, and it needs to be given to me on unicorns and goblins.
What toppings though?
I really like Butterfingers, Heath, anything like a toffee, nutty crunch. Peanuts to me, my dad's favorite toppings were Spanish peanuts. I agree, those are pretty good.
Heath is good. Caramel syrup's good. I like a little caramel drizz.
A little or like a little drizz. Chocolate drizz on like
chocolate drizz
on anything. M&M's crushed up good. Whole they can get a little like frozen.
M&M's and like mini M&M's.
Yeah, little babies.
Little babes.
Man, this is decadent. But honestly, like freshly baked.
Now I'm like,
freshly
kid,
baked
the kid
cookies,
comes
bro.
out. Yeah. Now it's
yeah.
like, even like the cherries. I forget the
Maraschinos.
Yeah.
Pop those.
Those
in.
are good.
That's
I do
pretty
like
classic,
3 or 4
actually.
just in there.
Just to dance around.
Yeah, have fun with them. Some whipped cream.
Banana
too.
ain't bad. Banana'll be good.
Oh, without a doubt. Dude, my family was having like a debate over like the last weekend. Like, is a banana split like a worthy ice cream? I was like, what? Like
3 scoops
way.
of different flavors. The banana split down the middle, and then some
Like,
whipped cream.
Banana's goated.
Yeah. Banana is so good, and like honestly, like if you caramelize the banana, it turns into a whole thing because you get the hot banana
different thing.
with the cold ice cream,
and that's just even better.
And all you need to do, folks, is get your pan, preheat it, just a little bit of olive oil. I like that olive oil taste in my ice cream.
Not even just a little bit.
Good.
You can do a little bit.
Yeah, you can fry. I'm trying to fry these.
Like,
cut that banana in half. Fry in 5 minutes. Boom. Plop those out. Hot right onto the ice cream.
And then right on top is what?
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream. There you go. And
sprinklies.
There's one more thing that goes on there.
Syrup.
One little cherry on top. Cherry on top, please.
And that's what it's about, folks. Actually, I don't think I've ever had a banana split.
I've had it like only like when I was younger, for sure.
I've had bananas
like
in ice cream before, but that system, I don't.
I'm just a fan of like banana flavorings, which I mean, definitely fruit
Banana
on ice cream
Laffy
can go pretty goated. It's pretty good.
Laffy Taffy though.
Laffy Taffy, the banana flavor. Yeah, I like that.
It?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm a fan.
You're upsetting a lot of people today, Brian. Yeah.
I don't. Hey, everyone's got their own flavors. Some people, the same people who don't like bananas, also probably may not like tomato slices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, how do you not like tomato slices?
Yeah, we could season them up too. Ooh, but it comes back to cake and bowl, and like bowl is great. It can just harbinger a lot of
Corner bowl.
Yeah, it harbors a lot of toppings.
Plus, you can
and
walk
flavors.
with it and not have to worry about it breaking, dripping, or like getting soggy.
Yeah, and plus there's an intimacy with the spoon. You're dancing with it. You know, you're like picking up your little flavor, and then you're getting your little bite together.
And you're deciding what what each bite is. I want some of the chocolate caramel more on this bite,
Yeah,
but I want more of the M&M cream on this bite.
Right?
Yeah, you do what you want.
Oh wow, I never thought about it like
where
that.
the more you kind of eat top down from the cone, so it's almost like forcing you to eat in a certain way.
100%.
But everyone has a different
and you gotta
type of method.
You gotta like donkey lip it into your mouth a little bit.
You're either the licker, the sucker, or the biter.
I go.
I'm a biter too. Without it though, I'm eating it quick.
It's gone. But there's also cake cones, and we can't forget about cake cones. To me, those are like the classic iconic thing, but they can also go long. People have the long ones now.
Oh, I mean, hey, I like them.
Oh, they're good for like soft serve. I mean, to me, that's like I think a good cake cone, like when it gets all melty in there and you bite into that.
The last bite of a cake cone might be some of the best experience I've ever had eating ice cream.
Oh, 100%.
Where it's like the half, like it's like a barrel, but you just cut it in half and you just shove it in your mouth and it explodes. Pool of melted ice cream
and like a little bit of sauce and massive.
It's like a gusher of ice cream in cake, dude. It's so good, and like it's a human thing that everyone experience. Not everyone, but like people can just relate to. It's so cool how that works. Just ice cream memories.
Ice cream memories, because to me, I always got ice cream at this place called Ice House, which I can talk about a lot because it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, word up.
Ice House.
Not sponsored.
Although I wish. I love you, Ice House. Shout out. It's called Chicken House now, which I talked about that during the chicken sandwich.
Oh, word up.
So you can hear about that, but then you go ice cream too. But when it was Ice House, I would get Scouts Honor all the time. We would go out, because it was at the south end of the lake. We would go down, we'd take a trip to the south end of the lake, and we'd get it there and we would feed it to the fishes on the docks. The fish would all come up and eat the ice cream.
Oh, they'd see the drip.
You drip it, they come and they put it in their mouth, and then you see it go through their gills instantly. Yeah. Feels a little bad.
Feeding nature out there.
Yeah, they all got sugar rushes and stuff.
Oh my God, probably killed half of them.
Yeah, probably. Devastation on the local ecosystem.
Oh, that's so funny.
To me, that's like my ice cream memory. What about you?
Ice cream memory, bro. Just calling all the ice cream trucks pulling up to the neighborhood, man.
Yeah.
Getting my SpongeBob, little SpongeBob on a stick.
SpongeBob with the
you'd hear it,
the
bro.
bubblegum eyes kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd had a scooter and I'd scooter around the neighborhood and you'd hear it from like, man, they'd be blasting that thing. I'd scooter home so fast.
Trying to get a couple bucks
get
from
some
your mom
coins,
and dad.
get some cash. And then I'd scooter back out and I'd
pass away.
yeah, you hear the echo around and you hear like the screechy brakes because it always has some sketchy van, man.
Guy in it, hot as hell.
And you hear echo across and say, you know.
Oh man,
It's by the Stevenson's house. Go!
I always loved like the one that was like covered in like the cookie dough one. To me, like it was like it was like a little bucket. It was just like a little pint of ice cream that you got.
Dude, there's so many different ones that like I can't even remember. I just remember the SpongeBob ones because like obviously like what kind of kid ain't gonna get SpongeBob?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Powerpuff Girl
And they, like,
with the bubble gum eyes, man. That
just
is
like the
too
classic
good.
drumstick. What is that? Like the dip? Is
Oh,
it the dip
my
one? I
God.
don't remember. I don't remember. Just a drumstick.
Whatever it was, that like ice cream truck, like you just don't see him anymore. Like the one, I don't see him go through the vine at all ever.
I guess I don't. Who knows, man?
You think they're going through
Maybe it
Campus
ain't,
Court?
but it's also been like winter for the past like little bit, so it's been a minute.
Let's get him out of here, man. It's like we need him.
Let's get a truck.
You think we should start a truck?
wider ice cream.
That would be awesome.
Coming soon, folks.
Yep.
Ride the wider wave.
Imagine that's what there was going.
No, my gosh. But so we went over toppings, some great ice cream memories. Let's go through them. Like some controversial, I don't want to say controversial, but some questions we gotta ask. So we talked about the cone and the bowl.
Bing bing.
Cone is like the waffle cake cone. You classic.
It's an offensive way to eat the
A bowl is what? A container, right?
A defensive way to eat.
A container. Would you say the bowl is just what, like usually
it's a vessel,
a ceramic bowl at home, or a
I like the styrofoam ones. To me, those are awesome.
Styrofoam, which that brings you to the question: would you consider a milkshake an ice cream then?
It's the same.
Would it be
way.
ice cream in a bowl? That's just
because it's essentially just ice cream that's been with milk
with
added
a lid on it, and you drink it through a straw.
It's a different thing because then it's saying like, well, it's a form of ice cream. If it was on an ice cream menu, I wouldn't question it. I would be like, yeah.
Then they typically are.
So yeah,
and I love a milkshake. Like I am like I had one literally like 2 days ago.
What kind? What's like the best?
Chocolate, straight chocolate milkshake.
Like I
maybe
love
like even like if you're going crazy,
milkshake.
like peanut butter too. You can get like chocolate peanut butter.
Dude, the Alamo, which also closed down in Kalamazoo, had these excellent shakes like peanut butter.
With the movie theater.
Yeah,
theater.
No shame. That was a golden gem in the community.
You said they had what?
They had like these peanuts in the milkshake. Like so as you're sucking it up to this giant straw, you're just getting mouthfuls of ice cream and peanuts.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Even I guess I do like a peanut butter banana.
That sounds
shake.
Yeah, the way bananas kind of fall in. It's like bananas to me are always just like add them in there.
They work pretty well. But I'm definitely but people seem to be on the fence about a milkshake. Like, and people are like, especially like a malt is different than a milkshake.
People have their own little thing.
And that's different than ice cream. So it's like, and people, they stick their stake in the ground and they stand by it.
Some people die over this cause. It's really terrible. It's just like, one day we'll all get along, but until that happens, it's just going to be this war, this debate over milkshakes, ice cream malt, ice cream sandwiches, ice cream cakes.
Sandwiches. What's your thoughts on an ice cream sandwich? Especially ones that you find
the most apex form you can find ice cream in.
Are we talking about like?
I'm talking about two homemade chocolate chip cookies with a scoop of nice ice cream in the middle.
Because I feel like that's very different from going into your local grocery store and grabbing a...
Which ain't bad either.
I mean, it's not bad, but also like 2 freshly baked cookies and you got a pint of ice. Oh my god!
And you eat it too. Oh,
so
man.
good.
I feel like every episode we record an ice cream cake is the thing, because one time I was at this birthday party and they plopped this cake in front of me and I was like, no, I don't like cake. But it was ice cream cake. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that.
And where was this from?
This was where's the ice cream cake from?
Or no, like where was? Sorry, yeah.
This
where
was Lane Smith's 9th birthday party
Oh my
in like
gosh.
5th grade.
Ice cream memories, folks.
Something about the sweet, it triggers it right back to you. And you know, whether you get it from the store, whether you get it from a local shop, as long as you're eating and enjoying yourself and enjoying the time and enjoying the sweet treat, you're good.
Especially right now.
It's hot out, folks.
It's hot.
Treat yourself.
Go get some ice cream.
Ooh. And that's on Kzoo Food. Make sure to tune in Wednesday at
2 4
Kzoo Food.
You know what it is.
All right. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Peace out, folks.
Yeah.